Hello students. So in this video we are going to study profits and gains from business or profession from Income Tax Act 1961. So let's give a heading. Profit and gains from business and or profession. We would highlight it. Okay. So first we are going to study basis of charge. Keep writing with me. Basis of charge. What is basis of charge? Basis of charge means in what basis we are going to charge the tax. We are going to charge any income in the under the head profits and gains from business or profession. So any income would be called as profits and gains from business or professions if they satisfy um, uh, these these conditions that I would be writing. So any income to be called under business, like profits and gains from business or profession under this head, then there is a condition to be fulfilled. Only after that income would be called as profits and gains from business or profession. So I'm writing those bases, on what basis that income would be called under PGBP. So we would be writing the following incomes are chargeable to tax. So these income would be chargeable to tax under the head PGBP, under the tax under the head. Can I write PGBP instead of writing this long sentence? Of course, I would be writing this PGBP. So these incomes that I would write here would be chargeable to tax under the head PGBP. Okay? Uh, and any income apart from those income which I would be writing, which I would be mentioning, any income apart from that would not be chargeable to tax under the head PGBP. So I think this is clear. So first one is very simple. Profits and gains of any business or profession. If I am running a business or a profession, so I would be earning some profits or gains or maybe losses. So in income tax, whenever we say profit and gains, that means losses would also be considered. So if I have a business, I'm running a business or a profession. Yeah, I have like I'm running a profession business. So this is obvious that I would be incurring, like I would be like gaining profits. Yeah, so so any profits and gain from that business and profession would be chargeable where? Would be chargeable where? In which head? Yeah, like I am earning my profits from business, yeah, my profit from my profession, my gains from profession, and my gains from business. So that income would be chargeable where? Yeah, I know any income is like chargeable under the Income Tax Act 1961. But in what head? In which head my income of business and profession would be chargeable to tax? So my profits and gain of my business, or my profits and gains of my profession would be chargeable to tax under the head PGBP. So under this head, this income would be chargeable to tax. Yeah, I think this is clear. Now second point, I think this should be highlighted. Yeah. um I think profit, gains, and business profession. So any compensation received by a person holding an agency. Okay, so here's a person who is holding an agency. Okay, so that person received compensation. Why he received compensation? Relation to, he received compensation in relation to what? Or connection with um, termination of agency or the modification of any terms or condition. termination, agency, or modification of terms and conditions. So if I am holding an agency, I would be having so many agency contracts, right? Agency contracts. Okay. I'm holding an agency, so I would have many agency contracts. So any person who terminates the agency contract, yeah, any person who terminates this contract would give me compensation, okay, or if they if they give me that compensation, that would be where PGBP, okay, this is clear, yeah. And if anyone wants to modify the terms and conditions, so that person would only be able to modify that terms and conditions if he gives me compensation, if he pays me the amount. Only then he would be able to modify the terms and conditions. So he gives the compensation. Again, this would be in the PGBP. So that is what is written here. Any compensation received by a person holding an agency. Yeah. So I am holding an agency. Okay. Termination. In case of termination or modification. Yeah. Modification, termination of agency, or modification of terms and conditions. So that compensation would be chargeable where, in what head? That compensation would be chargeable under the head salary. No. Under the head income from house property. No. Under the head capital gains. No. Under the head other income. No. Then where that compensation would be chargeable to tax. So that compensation would be chargeable to tax under the head PGBP. Yeah, so I think this is clear. Now the next point, write with me please. Any compensation received or receivable whether revenue or capital in connection with the termination, in connection with the termination or the modification of the terms and conditions of any contract, relating to its business, shall be taxable as shall be taxable as business income. So what it is saying? So the third point says that's the second point. Any compensation received or receivable we we receive, it could be any person or anything. So he receives compensation. Compensation. I think I should write we. We receive compensation. Okay. Whether it is revenue, it can be revenue or capital. Do I have to explain what is revenue and capital? Of course, everyone has studied advanced accounts, and accounts in foundation. But still, revenue means recurring compensation, and capital is one-time compensation. So that was a brief explanation, you can say. Um, shall I elaborate in depth? I think I should move on. So any compensation received or receivable, whether revenue or capital, in connection with the termination. Why I received compensation? Termination, or modification of terms and condition of any contract relating to business contract. So I received compensation. Why? Because someone terminated the business contract, or they changed the modification. They changed the terms and conditions, or so they modified the terms and conditions. So obviously they have to pay me money if they terminate the business contract. So they would pay me money as compensation. If they modify the terms and conditions, they would pay me money as compensation. So business. So I received this compensation. So where should this compensation would be chargeable to tax? In what head of Income Tax Act 1961 this compensation would be chargeable to tax? So this compensation would be chargeable to tax under, obviously everyone knows that, PGBP. Yeah, because it is related to our business. Yeah, here it was also related to agency business. I think now. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I mean noted. Okay, so compensation received. So here is important point, whether it is already received or it is receivable. That means it would receive. We would receive it in future. Whether it is already received, past, or we will be receiving in future. Doesn't matter whether it is revenue or capital. Yeah, doesn't matter. It would be chargeable under the head PGBP. Connection, termination, modification of terms and conditions of contract business. Yes. Our next point is fourth point is derived income derived by a trade profession. So income derived by a trade or professional or similar association from specific services performed for its members. So let me explain this. Fourth point is we are deriving or generating income. Okay, from where? We are generating income from trade association, professional association, rather I should write professional or similar association. Everyone knows association, group of people. Similar association. Trade association means people who are in trade, who does trading, made like gathered and made an association. All the professional people gathered and made an association or any similar related to like similar to professional made like gathered and made association. Okay, so they made association, yeah, and they generated the income. What kind of why they generated the income? So why they generated the income? Because they provided some specific services, right? Some specific services, or maybe I should write performed specific services to whom? They performed specific services to their members. To their members. Who are the members? The people who gathered and made this association are members itself. Okay? So these trade association generated money. Why? Because they performed specific services so to their members and they paid the money. So they received this money. So where this money would be chargeable to tax? That is the question. Where this money would be chargeable to tax? So this money would be chargeable to tax under what? Under the head PGBP. So I should highlight it. Income derived trade professional similar association for performed specific services to members. Right? Fifth point. The value of any benefit or perquisite arising from business or the exercise profession. The value of any benefit or perquisite arising from business or the exercise of profession, whether convertible into money or not, be in cash or in kind or partly in cash and partly in kind. So, to explain this, I would like to give an example. For example, there's no place for an example. I am a television vendor. Shop. Or maybe retailer. So I'm just a retailer of television. I'm just a retailer of television, and I sell. There's a Sony company. Well, this example is like my favorite example, which is given by my teacher. Yeah, he always gives amazing examples, which makes us easier to understand everything. So I would like to give that example. So I'm a retailer, and there's a Sony company who approaches me, and he says, if you would sell this amount of television, then I would give you a trip to abroad. Yes. What amount of, maybe if you would sell 100 television, then I would give you a trip to Dubai. Then I would give you a trip to Dubai. Yes, condition this and reward this. So what is it? It is a benefit. It is a perk, is it? Yeah, for a businessman. Yeah, like most of the people think perquisite is only received by a salaryman, but no, it can be received by a businessman or a person exercising the profession, anyone. So for him, it is a perquisite, it is a benefit. So this benefit, yeah, so this benefit can be convertible into money or not. So whether I convert this trip, I wouldn't be able to. So write it like whether convertible into money or not. Yeah, convertible into money or not, or whether in cash or in kind. I mean, I was trying to make the gift box. This is how we make, right? Leave it. So whether it is in cash or kind, so I received this benefit, or you can say perquisite. So the question is, where shall that perquisite or that benefit should be taxable in this Income Tax Act 1961? I mean, under which head? Whether it is salary, because it is perquisite, so we always think that perquisite, like we have studied perquisite in salary chapter. So shall it be taxable in the salary chapter? No, a big no, because he is receiving that perquisite from his business. Yeah, and that shall not be taxable under the house property or the capital gain or other sources. So obviously that benefit would be chargeable under the head PGBP. Okay, so let me highlight it. Benefit value or benefit perquisite business से आया है. I mean, it has arisen from business or exercise a profession, convertible into money or not, cash kind, partly in cash, partly in kind. So yeah, this was our fifth point. Oh, I think I should write it like this. Yeah, much better. Now we would be writing our sixth point. Sixth point is what? Export incentives available to exporters. Export incentives available to exporters can be profit. Keep writing with me. Profit on sale of import, entitlement, cash assistance received by any person against exports duty drawback profit on transfer of duty entitlement pass book scheme profit on transfer of duty free replenishment replenishment certificate. So there are certain benefit available to exporters. So who are exporters? For example, I am a exporter, right? Exporter. Can you tell me who is an exporter? Of course, you know. Don't say that I don't know. Because exporter, we all have studies who exports the goods from India to outside India, right? So yeah, that person is exporter. So there are certain benefits available to him. That benefits would be chargeable to tax under PGBP. So what are those benefits? This exporter has a license. What kind of license? He has a license named Import Entitlement License. He has a license. So if I am not using this license, what shall I do? Shall I put it in a trash can? No way. If I would sell this, I can earn money. So what I would do, I would sell this certificate to someone, another person who would pay me what? Money. Yeah, Goddess Lakshmi. So I would receive Goddess Lakshmi, and I would sell this import entitlement license. So I received this money. So where this money shall be chargeable to tax? In under what hand? So obviously that money would be chargeable nowhere else other than PGBP. So this money would be chargeable to tax under the head PGBP. This point is done. Okay. He also because he before selling this license, he a lot of exports. Yeah, so there was some condition given by any person. Yeah, any person who said if you would export this much of goods, then I would give you cash assistance. That means I would provide you cash money. So he sold, exported many times. Yeah, so much. So he received the money from any person. It can be government, it can be any private authority, anyone. So, but mostly it is government. So he received the money. So this money would also be chargeable under the head PGBP. PGBP. Yes. Next, duty drawback. Duty drawback is very simple. When we like to export things, first we have to import something. Yeah, to make that product. For example, I am making a mobile phone. Yeah, I'm making a mobile phone. I'm making a mobile phone. Yes. I don't know what kind of mobile phone it is, but yeah, it is a mobile phone. Mobile phone or smartphone. Yeah, whatever it is. So I'm making it. To make this phone, I have to use certain, can I say raw materials? Yeah, inputs, such as some kind of gadgets or maybe some kind of things that is used while making a mobile phone or a smartphone. So I use this. So this product is not found in India. This product is generally found outside India, that means abroad. So I had to purchase this to make this mobile phone. Yes. So when I purchase this, so I pay custom duty and IGST on this purchase. Obviously that taxes, indirect taxes when we import goods. So if I would export this mobile phone later on, I paid so much taxes on that freaking thing. Okay, but when I would sell this mobile phone outside India, that means I would export it. So our government would return these taxes. They would return these taxes, these duties, these IGST, these custom duties. So they would return these taxes to us. So that is called duty drawback. Yeah, we paid the duty, but we got back the duty. So it is duty drawback. So we received it back. So where the hell this duty should be chargeable? Under what head this duty shall be chargeable to tax? So this duty drawback, yeah. So this duty drawback shall be chargeable to tax under the head PGBP. Nice. This is easy. Okay, so when we receive this duty and we pay that duty, yeah, to when like how would I know? I export so many items, I import so many items and I export so many goods, yeah. So how would I know how much duty I'm eligible to receive or how much I paid? So we maintain a passbook, just like in bank when you maintain a passbook. So when we import goods, so when we pay custom duty, when at the time of paying custom duty, we may maintain this register, or you can say passbook, where everything is written. And I have just like credit in GST. Yeah, just like that credit in GST, we have so much of credit of duty. We have so much of duty drawback. A lot of duty drawback in my book. Yes, in my passbook, there are so much of duty drawback. Yeah, so that anyone can be Ambani. I mean, not that much duty drawbacks, but yeah, there are a lot. So what I did, I don't need this passbook anymore. Why? Because I don't want to do export anymore. Yeah, I think I should go for modeling or something, or go for acting or dancing. I don't want to do this kind of business and export, import. I just got bored with it. So I just transferred this book to a stranger or an unknown person. So he paid me money, so much of money. Yes, because there are so much of duty drawback he would be receiving. So he should be paying the money to me. So where this money would be chargeable to tax under. So this amount would be chargeable to tax under the head PGBP of Income Tax Act 1961. Okay. Now, sometimes the government of India, to some organization, some entity, they provide a certificate. I think I made this page very ugly, so I would do something here. So this is our government of India. Yeah. This is our government of India, and this is my organization or entity. This is my entity. So they gave me a certificate. What kind of certificate it is? It is duty free replenishment. Okay, replenishment certificate. What should I do with this kind of certificate? Oh no, you didn't understand. This is a blessing. From now on, whenever I would import things, if I have this certificate, I received this certificate from government. Whenever I would import items, I do not have to pay the duty. Why? Because I would just show this certificate. I would say, see, I have duty-free replenishment replenishment certificate. Why cannot I say this word? But okay, replenishment certificate. I learned it. So I would see I have duty-free replenishment certificate. Okay, so that means I do not have to pay the duty. Okay. So he would say, okay, ma'am, okay, you do not have to pay this duty. So what would I do? I'm not exporting anymore. So I would give this certificate to someone else. Because I told you I'm going for modeling. I'm going for modeling or Miss India or something. So yeah. So I transferred this certificate to someone else, and he obviously paid me the money. He paid me the money. So where this amount would be chargeable to tax under. So this amount would be chargeable to tax under the head PGBP. Okay. Chargeable to tax under PGBP. So let me highlight it. Export incentive means export benefits available to exporters. Profit sale of import entitlement license chargeable to tax under PGBP. Cash assistance received by any person against export chargeable to tax under PGBP. Duty drawback chargeable to tax under PGBP. Profit on sale transfer of duty entitlement passbook. Yeah, duty entitlement passbook scheme, so chargeable to tax under PGBP. And profit on transfer of duty free replenishment certificate, so chargeable to tax under PGBP. So well, stop. There are total 12 points, of which we covered 6 points. Yeah, this is not max. That means I only covered 6 points in this video, and I would be covering another 6 points in another video. In another video. So thank you for watching, my friends. Bye bye. See ya.